With the advent of Donald Trump appointing Marco Rubio to the Secretary of State position, I thought it'd be a good idea to go back to this interesting and humorous interaction between Alex Jones and Marco Rubio. And just as a real quick refresher, the Secretary of State is a pretty important position in Trump's or anybody's cabinet because they advise the president on foreign policy issues, they negotiate treaties, they oversee embassies, they manage international relations, they oversee the issuance of passports, and they support trade policies that benefit U.S. economic interests. But I want to go to this interaction with Alex Jones and Marco Rubio. Very, very funny.
Does Facebook, does
That's why you didn't get elected.
They need to be regulated like do they need to be regulated?
Marco Rubio the snake. Little frat boy here.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Who are you, man?
Yeah,
Who's
sure.
This guy? I swear to God, I don't
You
know
better
who
hope
you
you
are,
can
man.
deplatform me. Tens of millions of views.
Info.
I swear to God, I don't know who you are, man. You can always count on a politician to lie. That's little Marco Rubio. At least that's what Donald Trump called him. Little Marco Rubio. I wouldn't hire the guy to be the manager of the least of my companies, Donald Trump said one time.
Bigger than Rush Limbaugh. He knows who InfoWars is. Playing this joke over here. That's why the deplatforming didn't work.
But here's the question. Here's a question.
Don't touch me again, man. I'm asking you not to touch me.
Well, sure, I was just bad as you nicely.
I know, but I don't want to be. I don't know.
You want me to get
man.
arrested?
I don't know who you are.
It's not just going to
You're
take
not
my
gonna
First
get arrested,
Amendment.
man.
It's
You're not
not
gonna
just
get
enough to
arrested.
take my
I'll
First
take care of
Amendment.
myself.
Oh, he'll beat me up.
I didn't say
I
that.
know I am, but he's so mad.
You're not going to get arrested. I'll take care of you myself.
Silence me. You're not going to silence me.
Well, but there are people.
You are literally like a little gangster thug.
There are people in this country.
Rubio just threatened to physically take care of me.
There are people who
Look at
feel
that.
that they're being
We already got rid of my First Amendment.
silenced. They feel like
He tells you China's the problem,
by-
which it
by
is,
these
but
big
they're taking
companies
our
like
free speech right
Google,
now.
Social media platforms, Facebook.
There goes Rubio.
Twitter. Do you believe that these platforms need to be regulated like a public utility, and how do you go about doing that?
Well, I prefer not to. I prefer competition take care of that. But obviously, we're going to watch closely to make sure that these tools that are being used. I mean, one thing is to say we're going to go after foreign interference designed to sow instability.
But it's already going on here.
Another thing is to
The
say
Democrats
we're going
are
to go
raping
after
the
free
Republicans.
speech. Because at some point, someone
The
has to make a
Democrats are raping
determination. What's the
InfoWars.
difference between, misinformation from abroad and differences of opinion within the United States?
And that's happening
a very
here.
fine line, and that's something we need to be careful about. We don't overreach in that direction.
But then he doesn't know about
So these
InfoWars being
companies
banned. He doesn't know about the
have
top
to be
news story in the
very
country.
careful about how they, not just how they apply that within the United States,
InfoWars.com,
but they don't become
better than
agents.
ever.
And you can thank Oliver Darcy and the Counterfeit News Network for all that nonsense. As the Counterfeit News Network was engaging in disinformation around the time where Nicholas Sandmann was defamed by the Counterfeit News Network.
Of authoritarian regimes abroad to crack down on free speech, because
I wonder why Rubio got so mad at me and threatened me
there's
physically.
a balance between what is free speech and what people disagree on.
Poor
Thank you
Rubio.
guys. I'm sorry. We gotta go.
Yeah, man, I gotta go to the committee.
Exactly.
You guys can talk to this clown.
Oh, yeah. Look at this little frat boy. So cool. Go back to your bathhouse. Compromise at the bathhouses. There goes Rubio, little punk. Anyways, you gotta love people that come from authoritarian regimes, and then they don't even appreciate America.
One thing also I wanted to talk about was that there's this rumor that Brandon Herrera is going to be the ATF director, the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms director. Typical Liberal says, are you ready for the best news ever? There's a massive chance that this could be your new ATF director. His name is Brandon Herrera, and the entire gun industry in America is begging for his appointment. There is no one more fit for the job than the AK guy who has 500,000 followers on the X platform. What I want to say about this is this probably won't happen. But if it does, if he does end up being the ATF director, ATF is decidedly anti-Second Amendment. ATF is decidedly, and they've made this decision a long time ago, back on July 1st, 1972, they're against the Second Amendment. If you're against the Second Amendment, you're an enemy of every single American. And this department does not need to exist. It's unconstitutional. It's about as anti-American as you can get. So if it's true that Brandon Herrera is going to become the ATF director, maybe it would be a good idea if he used his position to eliminate the ATF and then eliminate his own position. And a lot of people are calling me a Democratic, liberal, leftard for saying this. I am pro Second Amendment. It doesn't matter. I'm not either political party. I'm not Democrat. I'm not Republican. They're two wings of the same bird of prey. And that bird of prey is constantly circling over us, trying to take away more of our rights and plunder more of our wealth. Let me know if you agree or disagree with this. If you were to become the ATF director, wouldn't you dissolve the ATF, the anti-American ATF? If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. If you want to support the channel further, the links are in the description. Grab a shirt, become a channel member, but more importantly, understand what your rights are and hold onto your rights, because psychopaths want to take those rights away. Don't let them. I'll see you in the next video.